All right, Abel Mendoza, world boxing champion, 44-0, 32 knockouts. Welcome to Tejano Talks. How are you doing?
Good. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Well, you know what? A lot of people, they know Canelo, they know, Mayweather. They haven't heard of Abel Mendoza yet. But world, you're gonna get to know him. 44-0. He's on track to beat Mayweather's record of 50-0. And I understand that you have an upcoming fight. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I have a fight coming up October 3rd. It's going to be in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And we're excited. We're ready. Been training with Roy Jones Jr., Randy Caballero, Marcos Caballero. So I'm excited.
All right, man. And who are you fighting on October 3rd in Albuquerque? Do you know where in Albuquerque yet?
It's going to be a place called the Expo Center. And I'm going to be fighting somebody from Venezuela. He's an undefeated fighter. So we're excited.
Nice. Abel, and real quick, for those of you, for the people that don't know, you came from Pecos, you trained in El Paso. Give us like the 2-minute, rundown how you became a professional boxer. I know it wasn't easy. You didn't take the traditional route, didn't have promoters, etc. You just signed big, but yeah, just give us a rundown. How'd you get here? What were the biggest struggles and how'd you overcome them?
Well, my dad, he put me and my brothers into boxing. And I just kind of stuck to it. I loved it. I loved the challenge, physically, mentally. And I think my dad put my older brother in it because also I think he was getting bullied.
Yeah.
So he didn't want me or us to get bullied anymore. And he also wanted to be a boxer. So he took us to all these tournaments, and but there was a time actually that he wasn't able to go to these tournaments, but I really wanted to go to these tournaments. At that time, I think my brother had already just quit. I think I was 15. He was already like 20 in college, and my little brother hadn't started boxing yet. But at that time, I really wanted to go to this tournament.
Yeah.
And I told my mom that, hey, there's a coach from Midland, he's he can go with us, but I lied to her.
Yeah.
I lied to her because I really wanted to go, and I wanted to do everything possible to go to this tournament. And I didn't care if I had to, sleep on the street. I didn't care. I wanted to be there, and I wanted to participate, against these top fighters.
Yeah.
So we went to Vegas. I got to Vegas, and man, I was just asking everyone, hey, can you give me a room? And I think they looked at me kind of crazy, like, why does this 15-year-old kid want me to get him a room?
Yeah.
How'd you get to Vegas?
Yeah. How do you make
it? Bus?
Yeah.
Take a burro? What happened?
No, we took a flight. Yeah. As soon as you turn 12, you can fly on your own. Yeah. Yeah.
What's been the hardest fight you've had in these 44 that you've already won 32 knockouts?
Well, I had one fight. I fought a fighter from Argentina. He was on the Olympic team also when he was an amateur. And it wasn't so much where it was hard, but I felt like I made it hard for myself. I wasn't ready. And that's when I learned you got to stay ready. You got to stay focused.
Yeah.
You can't let the outside world distract you.
Did he knock you down?
Yeah, he did. He knocked me down.
I just remember, I was never knocked down, but I was almost knocked out once with the Golden Gloves final.
Yeah.
But what's your advice? Because I always tell people, there's a line in Rocky, I forgot which one, but life is going to treat you bad. Life is going to knock you down. But what counts is what happens when you got knocked down.
Yeah, what happened?
How do you handle that? How did you handle that when you got knocked down?
Yeah, I fell to the ground and I was like, what's going on? Like, this never happened to me. But yeah, I got up. I kept fighting. I stayed calm, stayed composed. And same in life, you're going to get knocked down. You got to stay calm, keep moving forward, keep fighting. And you're going to get there.
You beat that guy, no?
Yeah, beat that guy. Yeah.
Did you knock him out?
No, I won, barely won, split decision. Yeah, so
Split decision. Wow.
yeah.
But you know what? And that's important because like you got a perfect record,
Mhm.
but it doesn't mean you had like a perfect journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You had your moments where you got knocked down, but you stood
There's
back
a lot
up.
of fights like that. A lot of fights where I was losing the whole fight.
Yeah.
But the last round I come back and I
Came in.
knocked them out.
Well, when I remember watching a fight with my dad, because whenever there's a big fight, especially back then, Julio Cesar Chavez,
Oh yeah.
and I remember he was losing all the rounds till the last round.
Last
You know
round.
which fight we're talking about,
I
right?
think so. Medrick Taylor, maybe.
Yeah, Major Taylor, and everybody had given up on Julio Cesar Chavez
Yeah.
except Julio Cesar Chavez,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
knocked him out with like 1 minute left in the 15th round, and that's how he won the fight.
Yeah. It happened. That happens.
Right.
That's amazing.
So what's
man.
your goal? I mean, you're 44-0. What's your end game?
So plan is to beat Mayweather's record.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15-0.
Watch out, Mayweather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15-0. So we're almost there. 6 more fights and just take it one fight at a time.
So you really are the next Canelo, huh? You're
Mhm.
really working to be that big world champion boxer, and y'all saw him here first on Tejano Talks.
One person's negligence can change your life forever. After an accident, you aren't just recovering. Your life has been turned upside down. Don't be caught without representation.
Call me if you need a tough and honest attorney.
Demand a legend. Demand Domingo. Tejano Tough.
Let me ask you, which boxer do you look up to? Like I said, me and my dad used to look up to Julio Cesar Chavez. I met Oscar de la Hoya in his prime before we put on stockings. But who's kind of like your who do you look up to in the boxing world?
I like Manny Pacquiao. I just like how humble he is. He gives back to his country. And he's just, it seems like he's a good person overall.
Yeah. And in what ways, Abel, like, you're going to be a boxer, but not your whole life, like, what are your plans after you stop boxing? How do you plan to, like, follow the example of Manny Pacquiao or other people?
Well, actually, not a lot of people know, but in 2028, I'm running for county commissioner.
That's
So,
crazy.
yeah.
Politics from boxing to politics. I mean, I'll be honest.
Well,
It's
actually,
not.
Manny Pacquiao did the same thing.
Yeah.
He went to the Senate in Philippines.
Yeah, you'd be throwing political chingazos, huh?
So for those people who don't know, Pecos County, Pecos is West Texas, outside of west of Odessa, between Odessa and El Paso.
Mhm.
And it's a majority Hispanic county, Pecos?
Yeah, majority Hispanic, yeah.
So what's it make you go into the political arena after you've been in the boxing arena?
You didn't take enough punches.
No, I just, I really want to look out for my community. And I just feel like there's just so much more that could be done there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's like Manny Pacquiao. He looks out for his country, and I want to look out for my people as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got somebody who's not only fighting in the arena, but he's looking out to fight in the political arena for his community. I like that. So if you haven't looked up Abel Mendoza, look him up. And if you're in Albuquerque or you want to go in Albuquerque, when is your fight again? Your world championship fight?
October 3rd.
October 3rd, Albuquerque, Expo Pavilion. Get your tickets and go out there and watch the next GOAT, who's going to beat Mayweather's record.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, and in the comments, if you're watching this after he beat Mayweather 50-0, if he does, let us know. Let us know that you got to see Abel Mendoza first on Tejano Talks, and you just signed, right? Big. You were without a big promotion company or like any management, and you just signed. Who'd you sign with?
Yeah, I signed with PBC, so they're a big promotional company, and I mean, I was fighting like little fights. I mean, at bars in Mexico, but now we're here, big stage.
Started from the bottom.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for being with us, Abel. And again, look up the fight. Adim, close it out.
Absolutely. Guys, thank you so much for being here on Tejano Talks. Abel Mendoza and all of our guests emulate what it means to be a Tejano, and that started from the bottom, working really hard to get where you're going. Don't lie to your mom, but but he did. Unless you have to, but he did, and in some spirit, you know what I mean. It's that like fighting spirit of I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna let anything keep me from achieving my goal. So if you want more of that, follow us on Spotify, TikTok, Instagram, all your favorite platforms. That's where we'll be. We'll see you next time.